In the profound wisdom of Maula Ali, as recorded in the book of Nahjul-Balagha, we are presented with a truth that challenges the way we see the world and our place in it. This world is a paradise for the disbeliever and the hypocrite, while this world is like a prison for the believer. These words carry a deep spiritual weight and are not mere poetry, but a reminder of the reality that the believer's journey on this earth is not one of ease and endless comfort, but one of trials, patience, and steadfastness for a far greater reward that lies beyond this temporary existence. For the disbeliever, the world can indeed seem like a paradise. Freed from the moral restraints of divine commandments, they may indulge in every pleasure, chase every desire, and live without concern for the accountability of the hereafter. Their wealth, power, and social standing might give them an image of success in the eyes of people. They may travel wherever they wish, eat whatever they desire, and do whatever pleases them without thinking of the moral or spiritual consequences. In their hearts, they feel no burden of the hereafter, and thus, they find comfort and joy in the fleeting delights of this life. However, such comfort is deceptive. It is but a short-lived luxury compared to the eternal reality awaiting them after death. For the hypocrite, the world serves as a stage to play dual roles. Outwardly, they may present themselves as believers, attending gatherings, speaking the language of faith, and showing signs of piety. Inwardly, however, they may harbor disbelief, ill intentions, and greed for worldly gain. For such a person, the dunya becomes a tool, a paradise of opportunities to exploit the trust of others, gain influence, and secure worldly benefits without the true burden of submission to Allah. This temporary paradise is, in reality, their only reward, for in the hereafter, they will face the consequences of their deceit. For the true believer, however, the world feels like a prison. It is not because believers are deprived of happiness, but because their souls yearn for a higher reality, a life free from the temptations of sin, the injustice of mankind, and the constant battle against their own desires. A believer sees through the glitter of this world, recognizing it is a place of test and trial, not a permanent home. Every blessing they enjoy is tempered by the awareness that they are accountable for it before Allah. Every hardship they endure is met with patience, knowing that it purifies them and draws them closer to their Lord. They restrain themselves from forbidden pleasures, not out of weakness, but out of a deep desire to please Allah and secure their eternal freedom in the hereafter. In this way, the dunya becomes like a prison cell for the believer, a confined space where their movements are limited by the boundaries of faith, yet their heart remains free in the love of Allah. Just as a prisoner looks forward to the day of release, the believer looks forward to the moment they will leave this temporary world and enter the eternal gardens of Jannah. The believer's patience and self-restraint in this world are not losses, but investments in an eternal life where there will be no pain, no injustice, and no separation from the Creator. Maula Ali's statement also carries an implicit warning: do not be deceived by the comfort and prosperity of the disbelievers and hypocrites. Their paradise is temporary, and their joy is fleeting. Likewise, do not lose hope when the world feels heavy upon you as a believer, for your prison is temporary, and your true home awaits you beyond the grave. In our daily lives, this wisdom teaches us to reframe our struggles. When we face injustice, temptation, or loss, we should remember that these are the marks of the believer's prison. Our patience in the face of these trials is a form of worship, and our steadfastness is a shield protecting our eternal happiness. When we see others enjoying luxuries gained through dishonesty or sin, we must remind ourselves that their paradise is confined to this short life, and their reality in the hereafter may be one of regret. The key lesson here is perspective. If we see the world as the ultimate goal, then we will chase after its pleasures, fearing loss and pain. But if we see the world as a temporary stop on our journey to the hereafter, then we will carry our burdens with dignity, knowing that every moment of patience brings us closer to everlasting joy. The believer's prison is, in truth, a place of purification, a time to strengthen faith, cleanse the soul, and prepare for the eternal life to come. In conclusion, Maula Ali's words are both a comfort and a challenge. They comfort us by reminding us that the struggles of the believer are not meaningless, they are signs of a higher calling and a greater reward. They challenge us to resist the pull of the dunya, to live by the principles of our faith, and to endure the trials of this temporary prison with patience and gratitude. For the believer, the day of release will come, and when it does, the gates of the eternal paradise will open wide, and every moment of hardship in this world will be forgotten in the embrace of Allah's mercy.